the gosh darn
Ned,
music
are you
off
there?
and eat your gosh darn breakfast so we can go to his gosh darn statue thing.
Once in a while, there's a game that comes out of nowhere, and this is one of them, Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son. Now, this is a rare title that I was not expecting to be a VR exclusive. It should have been a 3D game for everyone to play. Am I saying the VR version is bad? Heck no, this game is fantastic. You're able to see characters up close, and you're able to experience the world a little bit more in depth that I would not really expect them to do in this type of title. But it does feel like you're watching a movie and you're half playing the game.
And it is great to have you back. How the heck are you, Junior?
The reason for that feeling, you get very long exposition where you have to listen very carefully to the fine details to progress.
Are you okay?
There were a few characters within this game that I didn't even care about initially, but as time progressed, I began to like them. It was almost like you had that small town feeling of an individual that you wouldn't normally like, but on a weekend, you would have a beer with them.
Sure, why not? Wait. For real? You're coming?
You got a problem with that?
I just, was ready for you to tell me all the reasons you couldn't.
Been down that road. It doesn't go anywhere. Come on.
And that is where Groundhog Day shines. The whole voice acting definitely is spot on. Now, some of the character animations are a little janky, but the character facial animations match the voice. I don't know, it's just right. Moving on to graphics, I played it on the PlayStation 5 with the PlayStation VR, and as you can see, it's not the best. There's some issues with anti-aliasing, you can see jagged edges. But what makes up for it is the art style and the character animations. Although janky and not exactly looking at the character or looking at each other when they're talking, I can forgive that for this price tag.
Hey, you come back here this minute. Sophie, you don't even have your license.
For gameplay, it was your standard VR setup where you go ahead and pick up items to solve simple problems. What made the gameplay unique was you had a dance-off, shooting donuts out of the sky, spray painting a wall, knocking a chisel out of a statue. You don't really do that too much with other VR titles, and it was definitely fun to do. A little variety does not hurt anything, and in this game, it actually made the game better. The downside of this game, it is very repetitive. Now, I need to remind you, you are playing Groundhog Day, and it is a repetitive storyline.
I don't have a drinking problem. You do.
Towards the end of the game, it begins to feel kind of empty as you're expecting to see individuals in certain spots, and they're not there because you already completed tasks. My huge disappointment with this game, unfortunately this is going to be a spoiler, so if you are going to buy this game at this very moment after hearing my review, please stop this video and just buy the game. Now, for my huge disappointment, it is the intro and outro. It's all done by text messages. With all the valuable cast members or voice actors that they had doing this game, they could have done a proper intro and ending that would have been fantastic. And I just wish they did it versus taking the cheap route.
Why are you still here?
Look, I happen to know you're hanging out with a bad crowd, and what you're planning on doing tonight, it's not going to end great. In fact, your scrawny ass is going to jail.
What?
It has some original characters, some memorable moments that happen within the game, and some really, really funny exposition.
The least we can do now is feed the people who've come.
Well, my wieners sure are tasty.
With its quirky art style and a small town feel, I'll definitely be visiting this title again. Well, that's all I have to say about this one. Join me on the next one. Till then, see ya.